Hey everyone, welcome back. And one of my picks was correct, Murao winning the under 90 kg category at the Grand Slam in Paris. So let's have a look at his fights, his Ippons. Pretty impressive day for him. Only one match going to golden score, and he had some tough competition all the way to the final. So first up, against Damier from France, and left versus right. Murao definitely excels at the left versus right. Really interesting way to cut the corner there, and he is so good at grabbing the sleeve. It's almost kind of magical how quickly he is able to grab the sleeve of his opponents, and because of that he's not too worried about where his left hand is, if it's above or underneath, but he's so good at moving that around that whether he has the top grip, whether he has the underhand grip, he just looks dominant, and he combines it so well with Ashiwaza. It's pretty much all he does is Ashiwaza, Uchimata, or Sotogari, lots of foot sweeps, lots of Ashibarai. He does attempt a Seoi Nage, but to be frank, wasn't the best attempt. You'll see it later on in the final. But this is where he excels. Ashiwaza, strong grips, and just racking up the points. So a lot to pay attention to here, but look at his left hand. Watch how he controls the head. Already got the grip, and now he's walking his opponent into the directions that he wants him to go. Didn't get a score, but he looked very dangerous every time he did it. Look, he's got the sleeve grip. Blue's barely holding on. Look at the defense. That's because he's got the strong grips. He's got the dominant grips. Blue's posture is all over the place, but Murao putting his feet where he wants. And although that looks kind of dangerous for a little bit, he was definitely in control. And I think that comes down to good grips, good positioning. Let's have a look at it in slow-mo. Look at his left leg, going up, going down, repositioning himself. Really high level stuff. And it's nice to see the Japanese judoka going for these sorts of throws now. It's not quite an uranage, definitely a tani otoshi, but in previous years they wouldn't have attempted these sorts of moves. Quarterfinals now, so against Bobinov. Kind of a high profile fight, but they have fought before, and Murao actually losing to Bobinov, so this was his redemption. And the first thing I noticed in this match, which was different to before, is just how good Murao's defense has gotten against the sort of attacks that Bobinov likes to do. You know, those big throwing of the hips, across the body, kind of awkward arm setups, but getting his hip across and going for a throw. Similar to how Fujiwara dealt with Boltabayev, the Japanese have really worked on their defense against these kind of unique throws that you see a lot of Europeans do at the high level. So I think Murao here, he just wasn't worried. He just thought, I've got my grips, I know how to defend your techniques, and I'll just look for the opportunity and see when I get it. Now, this match went into golden score, and it was the only one for Murao on that day to go to golden score. But once it went there, Murao, he was on the attack. He was like, okay, I'm going to go. And the way he sets up this kochigari, I have no idea how he did it, and I have no idea why Bobinov put his left foot out in front like he does. So just pay attention here. Murao's pushing him to the edge of the mat, waiting to get that grip. And then he looks for an osotogari, and then steps to the side, and then watch Bobinov just put his left foot out in front. I don't think Murao forced him to move his foot there. It wasn't a pull, but stepping to the side just kind of invited Bobinov to just walk in front of him, and when he did, he was ready. So this is a really high level kochi. Have a look. Osotogari, step to the side, and then Bobinov just puts his foot in the right place. Right, in the semifinals now, against Mathieu from France. 2 scores for Murao. Probably his easiest fight of the day. Mathieu seems kind of like a new player to the French team. And Murao definitely dominated the entire match. Look at that strong top grip that he has. That's really hard to do. It is a mixture of technique and strength. Look how he's just demolishing Blues inside elbow with that top pressure. Gets the Ouchigari. We'll see it again. Gets the arm on the top, pushing in. And then those strong grips just make the Ouchigari so much easier. So that was the first Wazari. Nice Ouchigari. And then Murao started to open up. Lots of Ashiwaza. Matthew, I think, you know, as the match went on, Murao just looked more and more dangerous, and he could feel that the end was near. So have a look at this Okuri Ashibarai. It looks textbook, but it's actually a counter to Matthew's Kosoto. Is this called Tsubame Gaishi? I can't remember, but it's a lovely Okuri Ashibarai. There's Matthew's, and then the counter. Look at that. So quick. What a counter. Into the finals now against Mediev from Azerbaijan. And interestingly, this was the first left versus right Ayuyotsu situation that Murao was in for the entire day. So it's kind of interesting to see these kind of left-handed specialists and how they do against fellow left-handed specialists. I think particularly Haga from Japan, he has a bit of difficulty left versus left, but he'll probably prove me wrong in a tournament at some point. But anyway, here you see kind of a different look to Murao, a different gripping strategy. So taking double lapels here, and then he has a nice little sasai that he likes to do. And getting Mediev to the ground like this, I mean, it's not a score, but these things, they all add up, right? It's all a part of the game. Staying off the Shido board, looking busy. Look at that. Ochi Kochi into an Osoto. I love that whipping leg that he has on the outside when he does his Osoto. Hand over the back here, but he's not worried about it. Bit of a tactical play there. Tactical play, but he's not too down on the Shidos. And look at that. Strong grip into the Kosoto. You can see Mediev, he tries to break it off, and that just makes it worse because, you know, it makes his balance go backwards. Easy to go in with the Kosoto there. So Murao looking good. And then kind of came out lightning fast. Look at this Osoto. Unbelievable. Let's have a look at it again. So he's got his grips. Mediev can't quite break them off. And I'd love to see another angle of that just to see what Murao's left hand is doing. Doesn't look like it's in a traditional lapel place. Looks like it's kind of somewhere near the shoulder. But anyway, that's it for this video. More to come. Top Ippons especially. I'm in the process of making it now. And a Fujiwara video coming soon. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.